Okay, today we are going to be talking about some of the Classcraft class tools. That's a lot of C's for me, people. Bear with me. We're going to talk about the Wheel of Destiny and the Riders of Vey. So the Wheels of Destiny, you just click on it, is your randomizer. They randomize by individual and they randomize by teams. So let's look at if you were randomizing by an individual. So comes up individually, you hear the music, the kid sees their character, they see their name. Here's their HP, here's AP, here's the XP, here's their gold points, their GP, and let's say you're doing a presentation or you're picking out random flash questions. They get it right or you like their answer. Here you can give them XP, these are mine. Or if you see them acting up while they're off task during activity, you click on off task, remove. And if you want to give them gold points as a randomizer, here you go. You can add or remove gold points if you want. And if you want to set new gold points, it's right here. If you want to enter new stats, we'll get into this later, but that button's always available. But moving on, if it's pretty much like your pick me sticks, but without the sticks. It reduces your clutter in your room. You don't have to worry about even those kids who believe that you're putting Johnny back into the cup and picking Johnny's name again. There's none of that because the Classcraft makes sure you do not pick the same people twice. You have the kids who are already picked, and then you have the kids who are remaining. So every time this counter is keeping track of all the kids you've made. So you click on it again, and it gives you another kid. And now it says it's 3 out of 25. So again, so it's 4 out of 25. So once you reach 25, it goes back to 1. Or you can just click on reset and it'll go back to 1. And you'll have a random kid every time. So this is a great way to make sure that if somebody that you make sure that you have an even distribution of participation among your students. It makes sure that that the voices are fairly heard randomly during presentations. You don't have to, wait for somebody to volunteer. You can just say, oh, well, let's just look at Classcraft and then bring up the randomizer. Another class tool we're going to look at is the Riders of Vey. It is the random events class tool. It is a brain break. So when you know your kids are getting exhausted and mentally exhausted, and they're just like, ugh, like they don't want to do anything or they're getting like antsy, you can break out one of these. So it looks like this. You click on it. This picture they're like, oh, it's just the drama. Okay, so first off, there's a couple of buttons we need to look at. First off, it's again the title's random events. When you want to see the event, you click on see the event. But as you can see down here, this is what we're mostly should be concerned about, is that you are given like I was telling you guys in our trainings face-to-face, Classcraft already is like pre-made for teachers. So as soon as you open a box, a lot of the tasks are done. But if you want to add events like I did, you can click on manage events and we can look at that. Or I can just share my events with you and that's fine. A lot of the events that are in here are a mix between pre-made that were provided by Classcraft and a mixture of mine. So that's why there's 33. I think Classcraft gives you maybe 12, 15 to start, and you can add them up if you want. If you feel like you want to restart, here's the restart button. If you want to manage your events, you would click on manage your events, and it sends you to, you know, the list of your random events. So like I told you, my random events, I modified a lot of these random events. You can change the name if you want by clicking on the pencil tool. I didn't want to because, in all honesty, I was lazy. I just changed the description and the effects. If I did the mistake or the genius marking, whatever you want to say, of sharing settings from previous class, and some of my class had the old preset settings, and it brought it into my new class from last year. We can talk about that later. That's why I have doubles of each other, but I think it's fine. The kids really don't really notice. So when you click on a random event, I love that music, you're going to click on see event. And you hear the dramatic music. The kids, it build up and it's like, oh, and it's boon or bane. You find a cursed blade. So this is the result. One random player will receive 20 HP minus, will lose 20 HP, will lose 25 AP, but gain 300 XP. If I press next, then a random student of mine, an actual student, will pop up on the screen and they will lose 20 HP, lose 25 AP, and gain 300 XP. I don't want to do that because these kids are watching this as we speak. They take their Classcraft very seriously, and I don't want to go down that path. They scare me. Excuse me, I'm joking. Okay, so today we went over Wheels of Destiny, which is your pick-me sticks, your virtual pick-me sticks. They are basically, you can pick random students or random teams to do certain activities or answer questions or do presentations, however you want to use this. And then the Riders of Bay, which is your random events, your brain breaks if you want to use them. Classcraft does give you a preset of all the random events that you want, that you can imagine. You can modify them as you see fit. Next time we will go in and talk about boss battles in the White Mountain Countdown. And then after that we will get into Stopwatch, the all famous volume meter, and the Treasure of Tovos, which is the grade converter to gold points. Okay? See ya.